Hi, I'm Krezek, and I am in regenerative development. And the reason that I'm doing regenerative development because I believe that it's a new way to build for the future. I come from a real estate background. I've been doing real estate for 4 or 5 years now, and the reason that I really got into real estate was because I thought that it would be the means, making the money, to be able to achieve my dreams, to be able to purchase land, to buy a community, to build these houses. And so I was pursuing that, and I learned a lot of great skills in real estate. I was able to do flips and wholesaling and rentals, and be able to make some good money and be able to teach other people how I did that as well. So I was running teams, doing training. I ran meetup groups where 100 people would come every time, and I really got this sense of community and joy from being able to help other people make money to be able to achieve their passions as well. And I realized that being in real estate is really just all about making money, and it was great during the time that it served me. However, I noticed myself feeling like I just kept needing more and more and more, and it was never going to end, and I was never actually going to jump into doing my dreams. I got into sustainable and regenerative development because I found this documentary, The Venus Project. And The Venus Project is a beautiful, holistic, futuristic city design that encapsulates creating an environment where we actually can change human behavior because of the things that we put into the city, having abundant resources, abundant food, people living freely in harmony with nature. And when I found that, I was just so excited because I was like, this is exactly what I've been looking for. And I just knew in my heart of hearts that this was the direction I needed to go in my life. And so I was doing real estate for a while. Finally, when I knew I had made enough to be able to go into it, I decided to go on the Sustainable Living Tour, which was in Southern California. And I knew I loved Southern California because I went to Long Beach State University, and I met these great people that were into sustainable communities, and I got to visit these sustainable communities, permaculture projects and things like that. And I deeply connected with the people living here, so I just knew this was the place for me to move to in San Diego. And so I lived on a little community for a couple months and saw how it worked, saw how people could bring a gravel parking lot and bring it into an abundant food forest, and was learning a lot of great tools such as aquaponics and building a pool into a natural swimming pool so you could have fish in it but still be swimming in it, composting toilets and things like that. And I really felt like, oh my gosh, you know what, I would just love to see more of this. And so I went to Costa Rica, and the reason I went there was because there's over 70 sustainable communities in Costa Rica, and I just thought if I could see those, see how they work, see if there's something that can be improved upon, then I could eventually create something like that. And so I went there and met some of the greatest minds in sustainability. Stephen Brooks, the guy who created Envision Festival, he also has the community called Punta Mona and Ecovia, and he's also developing a new community there called Alegria. And so being able to meet him, hang out with him, see the Artesia projects that are going on in Koh Samui in Thailand, with Matt Siegel, and I really started getting a sense of, okay, this is definitely possible. I'm networking with the right people, and so I decided I want to bring something like this to California, to the United States, where it could really make an impact on the way that we're building structures. Because right now, building it with wood that can just break down or burn very quickly, like the California fires, is not a sustainable way to build. And there's such better ways like hempcrete and aircrete, container homes. So what I do is assess the location of the area, assess what the people want, what resources are available, what will last in these areas, and choose the building styles based on that. And then bring in the permaculture. So permaculture is just creating one living ecosystem. So the water that you use goes back into the land, feeds the fruit trees feed you, and it's like a cycle. It matters about care for the earth, so living in harmony with the earth, not destroying it, and using local resources that are readily available, knowing where those resources come from, and developing holistic systems.